Hi, today's episode of Bold was kind of standard and fun at sometimes, and then more of the mystery is going to come out. Okay, because they're celebrating the Brooke bedroom one and the success, so they had a party, right, at Eric's house. So it's Eric, Donna, um, and then Hope, and Ridge and Brooke, and Steffi and Finn were there. And then Carter was there too. Um, so basically, the top end of Forrester Creations, and let's see, who else was there? Oh, and but there were scenes with Bill and Katie and Luna, but they were in different at Bill's house. Okay, so I'm gonna separate it and start with the one story and go on to the next story. So hopefully, I don't confuse anybody. Okay. And like I always say, sometimes I forget, but spoiler alert, just in case you didn't watch the episode today. Okay, so we start at the party, and like I said, everyone's there. And the surprise guest, although I don't think it was much of a surprise, were uh, Danny and Cricket. Danny Romalotti and Christine Cricket. Okay. Now apparently everybody is friends of Danny Romalotti. So, you know, Donna was like a fangirl. That was kind of fun to see. Okay. And then, let's see. Then, you know, they're all toasting Brooke and toasting everybody. Only everyone's toasting Brooke. And okay, so I have to mention this only because I noticed it. Like, and it was so like obvious that I just laughed every time I saw it. Okay. Um, every time someone praised Brooke, I think Steffi got a little more and a little more angry. I mean, pissed off. So I'm like, all right. And then finally at the end or the almost end, she makes a speech and she says, you know, she praises all these other people, and finally she says, and Brooke, thank you for making it a success. But you could tell she was saying all that through gritted teeth. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay. I don't really talk about this together, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a change here. I'm gonna talk about a little bit of wardrobe today, just because I noticed it. Um, and I do notice the fashion more on Bold than YNR sometimes, because, well, like I've said before, I think that because Forrester Creations is supposed to be a fashion house, you know, you're gonna notice the fashions more. So, okay, Hope was wearing this white, like the style now, and I've seen it is okay. You wear a cami, like a camisole, on the bottom. That's your bottom, and then you wear. It looks like a lace overlay on top of it, and it's see through, which is why you need the camisole. So, okay, she was wearing a white camisole and like a polka dotted overlay, but it looked beautiful when you put it together. So that was great. Donna was in dark, like a blue ribbon. I call it like blue ribbon blue, that color dress. Everybody else was like great. They look great too. Um, so yeah. Okay, so I just talked about the party. On the other side, we have the kind of fallout still from Poppy being arrested. Because now you have to imagine she's in custody. I don't know how it works, like in LA or whatever, because um, I think you go to wherever and see if you can post bail, and if you don't post bail, then you're in general population or whatever. But I don't know. So I guess I don't know where the storyline with Romy Park, who plays Poppy, is gonna go, because when someone is a star and like on a certain level on a show, they will show them in jail from time to time. But if they're not like upper tier, then they don't get shown in jail. You're supposed to just imagine they're in jail, but you never see it. So yeah. But then again, see, this is where it gets kind of iffy, because if, see, this is where, okay, if Poppy didn't do it, then who did it? And you're kind of like, your suspect list is now down to two. Um, Poppy is the main suspect, and then Justin is the other suspect, and you got no more other suspects. Not that I can see anyway. Yeah, I know I was tossing around Lee for a minute, but really, I mean, if Lee's gonna be a doctor, she can't really be a doctor in prison. So, I don't know. Um, so yeah. Okay. And then I just want to see the fall, like what the fall is gonna be for Poppy and stuff. I'm really interested in this and to see what's gonna happen with Katie and Bill, because Katie and Bill have the kind of bond, and I've talked about it before, but it goes beyond love and friendship. It's like the kind of bond that you normally don't have with 99% of the population. You just don't, okay? Whereas if anybody else, any other woman was talking to him, Bill, like Katie is about Poppy, he would have thrown her out already. But because it's Katie and they have a son together and all their history, she doesn't throw him out, and she doesn't even question him. And when he does question her, it's not what are you talking about? It's you know, not really angry, just he tries to understand, and he doesn't seem like the type of guy that would try to understand with most people. So yeah, they have a special bond there. Um, Although I think I mentioned this the other day. I hope I did. Um, that even Will is suspicious of Poppy and Luna, although Luna doesn't really give him pause that much, but Poppy sure does. And Poppy, and he said what I said about Poppy in the beginning, because I said, okay, well, well, see, if it was real life, REAL, then I'd be like, okay, maybe that happens. But in real life, like soap opera, then no, everything is planned. You know, so of course, if something doesn't happen or something's been held off for 20 years, you don't really question it as much as you would in other circumstances. But he's like, why did she just tell you after 20 years you may be somebody's father? And also, Katie said to Bill today, get, the way she said it was like very direct and with a little bit of volume, but not like high. But it's like, get another paternity test. Yeah. And that's all she said. Well, and she said, it's not because I'm jealous. It's not because I'm Will's mom. I'm really worried about your safety and your life. And I think that someone's putting your life in danger. And the way she said it, you know that she cares about him. So, yeah. 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 So, I don't know. I'm kind of scared to voice this because I'm scared if I voice it, it might actually happen. What I'm talking about here is that I can see Poppy's downfall, and then if the writers wanted to, they could write where Katie and Bill fall back in love with each other. I wouldn't mind if that happens, actually, but I want it to be kind of a slow burn and not just because they've known each other for as long as they had and they just like jump back into a relationship again. But I wouldn't be completely opposed to it. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on it because I'm still kind of sore about Katie and Carter breaking up. I'm still sore on that one. I'm sorry. There are a few storylines I'm still pissed about. So, yeah. But, okay. Okay, guys, I'll be back tomorrow.